Hello, everyone, and welcome to the first week of the Founders Invitational. Today, we have a very unique crew battle format. Each team will have 5 players and work their way through 5 best of 3s. Each individual match will earn their team 2 points toward their team score, and each player earns an additional 1 point for each stock remaining when they win. At the end of the match, the team with the most points will win. Our games tonight will be Sienna College playing against Marist College, and then we'll move on to St. Peter's University versus Niagara University. My name is Matthew Toxic Gerbil Merrick, and for this series, I'm joined by Cabin Navik Dignan.
Yeah, how are you all doing today? I'm looking forward to these games. Coming off of the start, of course, like you said, we have Sienna College playing against Marist College, with game 1 being Jason from Sienna College playing against Rando Main from Marist College. Gerbil, what are you thinking when we're seeing that the first map is Town and City?
Town and City. Which team selected Town and City? That was Marist College.
Yeah.
That means they probably want to play a character that kills off the sides and likes having a little bit of space to run around. The platform layouts on Town and City really lead to some varied gameplay, and you don't want to pick a character that kills off the top on a stage like this. It has the highest ceiling of any legal stage in the game, so you don't want to be trying to kill off the top. And we see that Marist College, who picked it, is playing Kirby, a character not known for killing off the top, so probably a good pick for them, especially into Sienna College's Inkling, who is a character that likes to get those up throw, up air combos to kill their opponents early.
Yeah, and it's going to be interesting seeing how these teams play. Of course, this will be ran over the course of 4 weeks, but not 4 consecutive weeks. So it'll be interesting as they improve and learn to play against each other. I think, like you said, this is the tallest ceiling or kill zone, blast zone on the map. Yeah, it's interesting. Kirby being so floaty and everything. There's a lot of options, but wow, one stock already be taken with the
widest sides, though.
No.
And that will be Jason pulling an early lead, only 42% on him, and already taking the stock from Rando Main.
Yeah, no, Jason managing to get this lead at the moment. So, I mean, Sienna College is feeling good. I believe they're all playing on one Switch as well. So they're all, they're all gathered around each other in one room, just kind of cheering, huddled up, cheering on, giving call-outs, and getting that first stock, that first blood is definitely a good feeling.
Yeah, and we see Jason starting to pull ahead already here, almost lapping Rando Main, a really good sign for the Sienna College squad. Remember, in this format, every single stock matters, so you want to have these decisive victories.
Yeah, you want to be 3-0ing your opponent as much as you can, but, Marist, Rando Main there from Marist College is...
The oldest trick in the book.
Oh, an immediate retort coming out from Jason. And, I mean, that's what you're saying, right? Every stock is so important in this format that it's not something people are used to, but, like, you really have to put some thought into it, because you might be up 3 games, but if then the last 2 games are really decisive for your opposition, they might overtake you in points.
Yeah, it's really an interesting format. I want to see how it ends up playing out. But we do see a full stock lead for Jason here. So still very much in the lead, in control, actually lapping Rando Main on this stock as it gets another berry. It is a tall hill to climb, and Kirby is not a character known for his insane comeback potential.
No, good up tilt usage coming out from Rando Main, though. I mean, I'm going to be honest, we really don't see that much Kirby, so seeing him get little link combos and everything is quite neat.
Yeah, Kirby's up tilt's one of his best moves since forever. It's always been like the one rock for him. Yeah. Not to be confused with the rock.
Yes, the literal down special.
Yeah. But he's definitely not been the greatest character, but he can definitely put in a lot of work. And this game, it's definitely one of his best iterations so far, which is true for a lot of characters in this game.
Yeah. And again, it's important to think, right, even if he loses this round, if he takes another stock, he's still helping his team. But we are going to see 2 stocks. And of course, these are played in best of 3s. So right now, Sienna College is up 2 points. And will continue to gain those points.
4 points, really, right? Because they also got the.
They need to win the best of 3, so we need to see another win.
Yes. Okay, that makes more sense.
Yes, there you go. So we'd need to see the victory coming out once again. But at the moment, yeah, that is Sienna College now up 2 points by the stock. So not a bad start. being able to claim those first 2 points in that first game. Now going to go back to picking bands, see how they go. And yeah, Joel, if you have any words about that match that we just saw, what they can adjust to?
Yeah, I think that Kirby Randoman has to play a little more defensively. Kirby is not a character that could really run in and make plays. He doesn't have the disjoints or the speed to make it happen, but he is really good at controlling airspace with his up tilt to anti-air and back air to sort of whiff punish and draw pressure onto it on his opponent when they try to approach him. So if we see a little bit more stationary play where he reacts and punishes some of the overextensions from Jason, I think he could do a lot better in the next round. Jason, I think he just sort of has to keep doing what he's doing. Maybe go for a few more grabs. But other than that, really consistent stuff from him.
Yeah, I mean, that's definitely... Yeah, grabs, I think, is the name of the game, right? Kirby's a bit of an interesting matchup because Inkling versus Kirby, I definitely think that's not the greatest matchup for Kirby. I mean, obviously...
not a whole lot of great
it's Kirby.
For Kirby
yeah,
here,
but I don't... there are a couple.
Not one he likes, no.
No, it definitely isn't. Inkling is a extremely well sought out character. Or, well, yeah, he's a very good character at the moment. And it looks like Sienna's player might be changing up their tactics a little bit and doing a bit of a character switch. So it'll be interesting to see who they bring out in this second game.
Yeah, definitely interesting. You know, he could not be a Kirby main. He could be a Rando main. You know, that's always a possibility.
His name is, yeah, I mean, with a name like Rando main, he might just literally...
I feel like this might be a little too high stakes to randomly be pulling out the stuff like that, but who knows?
Well, he is playing Pac-Man now, so there's definitely a bit of a switch up.
Yeah, a little bit. Pac-Man, a character, made leaps and bounds to become better in this game. T has been representing Pac-Man at an incredibly high level. I think in recent history, Pac-Man's actually had better tournament placings than Inkling, solely because of T.
Yeah.
So...
And we see that in Smash in particular. We see it in some esports and things, but Smash in particular, I can't remember off the top of my head, who was the Melee Yoshi player? That
Amsa, yeah. Amsa.
Yeah, Amsa.
Or Axe even, same exact idea, yeah.
Yeah.
Where like underappreciated characters will have like one really good player that brings them into the spotlight, and that's been happening for Pac-Man recently.
Yeah, and maybe
we see it putting in work for him.
Yeah. And maybe this is his name is Random Main, not because he picked random, but he just plays all the niche characters.
Yeah, for sure. He really looks like he knows what he's doing on his Pac-Man. He's getting a lot of setups, fumbling a little bit of stuff, not pulling the right fruits, but overall, he really seems to know what he's doing. And if like Pac-Man's one of those characters where no one plays him, and he has so many gimmicks and specific character tech, ooh, that was bad DI. I was not expecting him to die there, but
yeah, well, sometimes you have bad DI, but like you're saying, at the moment,
Pac-Man has so much specific tech, right? That like it's so much of an advantage to be the Pac-Man player than to be playing against Pac-Man, just because you know what's happening and your opponent doesn't.
Unless you got randoed into it, then like you're at much of a disadvantage as your opponent. Oh, a good little back air juggle there, getting a few connections out of that. And at the moment, like, we see Sienna College at the moment at 150. So pretty much anything go. I imagine Pac-Man's back throw is quite strong. Yeah, that is gonna kill.
Yup, Pac-Man does in fact have strong kill throws. The great equalizers kill throws. Doesn't matter how bad your character is. If they have a kill throw, they can do something.
Yeah, I mean, that's definitely something that we see a lot in Smash. We see some characters that are great at building percentage, but the only thing that is has kill potential is throws. And that's sometimes a massively good thing in certain matchups, and a massively bad thing in other matchups, as you see what Inkling does best, right? The side B into the forward smash.
Ground. Yeah. Really dirty combo from Inkling. Hasn't changed since day one. Everyone said, oh, it's cheesy. It won't work forever. People will get better. And let me tell you, it's just good. It's not cheese. It's just good.
Oh, Okay, so we saw random main there throw the fruit, nearly pick it back up, and then manage to throw it again. That would have been interesting. And going back to what we were talking about, Jason, on this Inkling, we were actually seeing him use the fire hydrant knockback to push his down tilt into random main.
Yeah, really good tech and knowledge from him to have the awareness to be ready to do that. Like 4 smashes in a row there. Oh. Bad angle to get sent off stage. And then an interesting air dodge. Oh.
And
an unfortunate SD from Rando Main means that Jason will take it 2-0.
So that'll be 6 points going to Sienna College over the overall of this first BO3. So whilst we get prepared for our next match, in case anybody's joining in, Gerbil, do you want to just give everybody a rundown on this format?
Yeah, so once again, the format is each college has 5 players. They're going to send 1 player at a time to play a best of 3 against the player from the other school. If you win the best of 3, you earn 2 points for your college. But additionally, you also earn 1 point for every stock you have remaining at the end of each round. So, if you win with 2 stocks each round, like we just saw, over 2 games, and then you also win the set, you win 6 points because you won 2 games with 2 stocks, and then 2 points for winning the best of 3. So Sienna College is currently sitting at 6 points over Marist College's 0.
Yes,
now,
that's correct.
Theoretically, right, could it be optimal to throw game 2 with 1 stock and then win 3-0 in the final game?
Or just winning gets you 2 extra points that you're denying your opposition. So I feel like it's always better to just get the win.
But you only get 3 points at the end of the. I guess you don't get points for stocks taken. You get points for stocks remaining.
Right? Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I was trying to think of a way to like game the system, but nah, it's about stocks.
Let's not do that or suggest it on stream because that seems like an awful idea.
The information's gonna get out there, Navik. You got to be ahead of the curve.
Well, that's.
But no, I couldn't think of anything slick there. So as we wait for the players to set up their next match, we are going to see Ben with 2 N's from Sienna College going up against Abso from Marist. As we wait for them to get into the lobby and pick their stages.
Yeah, so we'll be hopping into a quick break real quick as we get these teams set up. Thank you all for tuning in, and we'll be right back with Game 2 momentarily. And we are back, ladies and gentlemen, as we're immediately jumping into this second game now on Pokemon Stadium 2, once again picked by Marist College as they did win the coin flip.
And it's going to be Ben from Sienna versus Marist's Abso. Pokemon Stadium 2, the all-around starter stage. We've seen Ultimate play out a lot like Smash 64, in that there is exactly 1 stage in the game. Not quite, but people really like their Pokemon Stadium 2. That is for sure. And it looks like from these little flashes we have going on, while they're still deciding, that we're probably going to have Yoshi versus Bowser. 2 fairly heavy hitters.
Yeah, no, I was about to say that's quite a fun little matchup coming out. I think Yoshi probably has the advantage of it on Pokemon Stadium specifically.
Maybe. I don't really know who I feel immediately has the advantage in this matchup. Yoshi definitely has a lot more mobility, but I think both these players sort of have like a contest of raw power almost, and Bowser's just got more of it. So I think I might favor him in the long run.
Yeah, Yeah, no, I think I agree with you. I feel like Yoshi needs to be putting in a lot more of the technical work, right? Where Bowser just needs to be getting in a few hits. But I mean, as we're saying that, they are trading blow for blow at the moment. We do see Yoshi here. Ben, oh!
We almost died!
Yeah, Ben, a good DI from Ben there, though.
Yeah. I can't believe that was uncharged and he just almost died at 60.
Yeah, I mean,
Wow.
welcome to Bowser. It's
Yeah.
Ganon. But saying that, we do see Ben keeping up with Abzo's percentage. Pretty much neck and neck. He's actually taking the lead now.
Oh yeah, but it's not about keeping up in percentage. You have to be ahead in percent when you're playing against Bowser. Because Bowser works better with rage than you do. He's heavier, he'll die later than you do. And just like that, an up tilt is just gonna kill, right? Like,
Yeah.
everything Bowser does will kill. So if you don't take his stocks, if he can farm that rage on you, it's gonna be a problem. Bowser is a character you really have to be able to gimp, or else he can run away with stocks, and Yoshi's just not the character to be able to do that. So I think this matchup might be a little rough for him.
Yeah, at the moment it's I mean, like you're saying, right? I think you've hit the nail on the head a bit here, as it's
That
really
will do
hard.
it.
Okay, well that was a good forward air coming out there. I was gonna say though, it is much harder for Yoshi to kill Bowser. But like you also said, Yoshi's a lot floatier. He's got a lot more mobility, so it's a game of keep away, I think. And I think the ball does lie in the Yoshi player to be more mechanically like thorough and make less
It's
mistakes.
one of those matches where it's really sort of on the Yoshi to be the better player more than it is the Bowser to win the matchup, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, no, I think that's a reasonable summary of this set. But as we see at the moment, they've traded stock for stock. Only a 20% difference at the moment as well, which either player can get fairly consistently. And as I say that, suddenly we see Ben's percentage here being doubled.
Oh, yeah, but against a big body like Bowser, Yoshi has the potential to just combo the absolute mess out of him.
And that is also
He
very,
is
very
so
true.
big, he's so heavy. That's like, what, like 5 up airs in a row Yoshi has the potential to get. It's insane if he can make these strings actually come together and happen, but we haven't seen it so far because Bowser's just so intimidating. If you mistime any one thing, you're probably going to get punished for 20-something% from one move for him.
Yeah, whereas, like you just explained, Yoshi has to get 5 or 6 up airs as a punish to even, make up for getting hit twice by Bowser. We see another stock. That was so unfortunate. Another
That was
stock.
such a good read, knowing he'd throw another egg.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it was a fantastic read from Abzo, but then immediately reset back to 1-1 stock. So either school
That's just
here
a good ledge trap.
is getting a single point out of this game.
Yeah, someone's getting 1, the other one's getting 0. It's really close. And if you're Sienna College right now, you already have a 6-point lead. So you have to be thinking, like, even if you lose here, you're really not mad about it. Like, these you can afford to have some close losses when you're this ahead out of the gate.
Yeah, I mean, close losses are definitely what Sienna want. I mean, obviously, Sienna
They obviously
as
want
a
wins,
team just
but
want wins.
close losses are acceptable. They're better.
Yeah, they're reasonable. But
Yeah.
I think it's also good for Marist. The close wins are also good for them because it's slowly closing the gap. And suddenly those close wins are going to matter by game like 4 or 5.
Yeah. There's how many games are there? Like
We are doing
there's 5 best of 3s.
3 best of
That's
3. Yeah.
potentially. God, I'm a math major, but I can't do math anymore. 5 times 3.
It's
That's
15.
so hard.
It's 15.
Yeah,
Joe, it's
there's
15
essentially
matches.
15 games, so like that'll add up really quickly. Those incremental small advantages.
Yeah. But I mean, you know what? I think before the Cash Jabble, me and you were kind of thinking about the format and going a bit, I'm not sure about this. But now thinking about how there's almost like a meta to the format, right? There's a lot more depth
Yeah,
to
a
it
little
than you
bit.
initially think.
Oh, that was so good. He's dead. Oh
Yeah.
my God.
And that's going to be the first
Oh,
game.
Ben was so
the
scared.
first
and
round.
Abso knew it.
Yeah, the first round of Game
Holy.
2 going towards Marist College as they earn their first point in this crew battle. I mean, you feel good. You feel good. You start.
That was instant. Abso saw Ben put up the shield. He fast fell side B. He was so ready. Oh my God. Really clean way to close out that game from Sienna's Abso. As we prepare, get some more bands out of the way, get into game 2. I'm really excited. I was kind of middling. I thought, Bowser Yoshi, not gonna be that great. But after that end, I'm hyped. I'm excited for the next match.
Yeah, I mean, we don't, and again, we get to see so many players play today, Gerbil.
Oh,
We're
yeah,
going to see
so many.
all sorts of matches, all sorts of characters being used. We've seen Pac-Man and Kirby in the first game. The
Yeah.
court's open. We could see anything.
Yeah, you can really just get anything coming. It's actually crazy. That's like one of my favorite parts of watching these college matches or in these high school matches so far has been seeing all these different characters coming out and a switch coming out from Absol winning the game and deciding, you know what? I could have done better. Picking Lucina, a really good counter pick. Yoshi very infamously has a very hard time breaking through strong swords like Ike, like Lucina. So, assuming Absol is a good Lucina player, this should probably go a lot better than the game he already won.
Yeah, Yoshi has a lot of combo potential, but overall, he does struggle with disjoints on characters, right? Because his hurt boxes and hitboxes aren't actually that far. So when you have these weird disjoints from swordies that are able to just poke him out from a distance, we're saying all of this at the moment, but Ben's making us look like liars as he's building up a massive percent lead. And then immediately now, we see Absol do some great stuff. The down B coming out there, that looked like that was going to kill. That was a good read coming out from Ben. I really thought it was. But
that was so ambitious.
But yeah, these collegiate matches are so much fun to cast because we do just see a variety, like such a wide variety that it's just really fun.
This is where Yoshi stops liking the matchup. Now that he can't land, every time he wants to land, there's just a fat sword in his face. But once he does land, he does get the fat punishes to respawn. So Sienna's Ben taking the lead in a matchup that should be really bad for him.
Yeah, now Marist College's Abzo being the one being pressured a little bit. I mean, okay, there we go. We even out 2-2. But I was going to say, when you are in a Yoshi matchup as a Swordie, you never want to be behind the Yoshi because you should have just such a massive advantage.
Yeah. Yeah, it definitely feels bad to be in a winning matchup and then start losing on percent.
Yeah.
But the onus is on Yoshi to approach in this matchup. Absol has to do actually nothing besides space forward airs. And every time we see him getting hit, it's because he gets antsy and goes in. He can just sit there, wait for the Yoshi, wait for Ben to approach him, and then have a sword in his face. Absol can do literally nothing this game and win if he just plays patient. And we see that happening a little bit more now, but that was what caused him so much trouble in the first stock, and he has adapted.
Yeah, and adaptation is the thing, right? You could have the best matchup in the world. If you don't know how to play that matchup, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
And, okay,
we do see Ben getting some solid hits in. Absol playing smarter, but Ben playing around it to the best of his ability. It is really hard, but both players in kill percent, so getting this kill is really important.
Any one good hit at the moment, getting this kill is super duper important, especially if you can somehow manage to survive an entire stock with getting that second point.
Yeah, from like 130 plus.
Yeah. I mean, if you can do that, you deserve the win.
Yeah, you really deserve the win. But having like that slight extra credit advantage going into the last stock from getting that stock earlier is so important that whoever gets it is going to have a big advantage. And it is Ben in this matchup that he probably hates.
Yeah, I mean, that was a really good read for him there. Good use of the forward smash. And then immediate gets reset. 18% extra credit in this matchup is nothing.
Yeah, it's really not. That's like one hit from either player. But it's a lot more than 18% now.
Yep, 74. It's just going to keep going up at the moment. We need to see... Oh, the grab coming out into the down... Oh. All right, at the moment, right, we're seeing Lucina now finally able to get some hits in. I mean, we were joking about seeing them manage to return the stock at 130. Obviously, that didn't happen, but that was a good effort made by Ben there to simulate it at 0%.
It really was. But as far behind as Absol is right now, almost in kill percent, this is still a matchup where Lucina can just not take damage for like a minute. But this isn't the game where Lucina doesn't take damage for a minute. Whew.
No, that is going...
Forward air to up air.
That is going to be Sienna's Ben winning game 2 in this best of 3. So another point going towards Sienna College as now we do our final pick and ban stage. And I mean, we might see another character switch, Gerbil.
I think that theoretically, Lucina should win that matchup incredibly hard. but I don't think Absol is the most confident Lucina player around right now. I think it might be like a secondary or maybe something he kind of got baited into picking because the matchup is so good on paper. But I think if he just goes back to his Bowser, goes back to the thing he made some really crazy plays on in game 1, I definitely think he can walk away with the victory and bring at least 3 points back home for his team.
Yeah, I mean, and bringing 3 points back for his team would actually put them in a good spot. Every stock, if Marist can win this, right? If we see Abzo bringing it back, they are, what, 6 points down at the moment? So it is 7 to 1. Yeah. So if Abzo manages to win this with 3 stocks, that brings it to 7-6. I don't think that's going to happen, but even if he wins it with 1 stock, suddenly there's only a 3-point differential.
Yeah, 3 points is not bad to make up at all.
No.
That's a close match. So yeah, it's definitely an important game 3 here, because if he loses, if Absol loses this, being down potentially 10 to 1 is so much worse than 7 to 4.
Yeah, no, 100%.
And you see him go back to the Bowser that won him game 1. I think that's a really good call for him.
Yeah, on Town and City. So a bit of a callback to game 1.
Bit of a callback to game 1 for sure. Yoshi likes getting up air kills off the top. Not his only way to kill, but every time I'm on Town and City, I'm gonna say like every time, that ceiling is so high. It adds like 20% to your life if your opponent keeps trying to kill you off the top. And when Bowser already lives to 200, going to 220 is really important.
Yeah. I mean, it's another 10% of your total, like, available percentile.
10% of your total percent? Yeah.
Yeah.
I get what
you know, 10% of your
I
total
understand.
number. You know.
I knew what you meant. The call out on the jump from ledge. 82% on Bowser? That's like 30% on Yoshi.
Yeah.
Like, the game's even. He's lapped him.
Yeah, it really is, considering how early Bowser can kill in this setup. And I think that's the name of the game at the moment, right? You have... Oh my god, the spike coming out. That was so well played.
I can't believe that spiked.
From Ben there, that was an absolutely phenomenal timed forward... I believe Yoshi spikes the forward air, right?
Yeah, that's the forward air.
Yeah, it is his forward air. It's, but yeah, that was really, really well timed on that fair.
I for sure thought he was going to get the outward hitbox. That was such a weird placement. But that said, Absol is still super far ahead in this game, and
the positioning from Absol there, the read for the air dodge to come out of Ben, and then immediately forward it.
Coverage, yeah,
that was just smart. That was literally so a bit of a download complete, right? He read him so well.
If Absol gets another stock like that, and he takes away Ben's stock with 2 remaining, we have a 2-point match. That's literally one game. That's not even one match. That's one game of difference.
Yeah.
It's so close. If Absol can just close this out before he dies.
Yeah, no, I mean, closing this out, it is definitely possible, right? 60%, I think we saw him kill it.
Well, that's kill percent, yeah.
Yeah, there we go. Now we're at kill percent. That's one good move. All he needs is one good hit.
A forward smash, yeah.
Oh,
that's not going to do it.
Or a down throw, no, yeah.
100%, you're not surviving much longer. So it's really on Ben to take this stock and save the point. It's stale. There's no way. Yeah. It's really on Ben to make sure that this stock goes away. I don't think Ben can win it, but if he can stop Marist from getting 1 extra point, every single point is so important.
Yes, it really, really is. And I think it's definitely an interesting way of thinking about it, because, again, like we said earlier, you could lose the game, but if you reduce them to 1 stock, you've only barely lost.
That's not safe. Oh, yeah, the roll read.
Oh, no. Is that going to... Oh, no. Okay, that's not going to... Great. DI's coming out from Absol there, as we are getting very, very close. They're both pretty much in kill percentage.
Players solidly in kill percent, yeah. Both players not knowing how to find the kill. I don't think Yoshi has a kill throw, so he's gonna keep living as long as he keeps getting grabbed. That flame to cover is so good.
Yeah,
and
now...
God.
One more grab, and I believe...
He can't keep grabbing. It's just not gonna happen.
Oh, okay. The edge guard coming out there, trying to find something. Both of these players just need one.
Oh, that will do
hit.
it.
Oh.
All right. Ben could just run off the right blast zone. It doesn't matter. He got the stock. He lost hope of winning that 50-60% ago, but he got the stock, and that's what was important.
Yeah,
Absol will win the set, but he will only net himself 4 points for his team, and he'll give over a point back to Sienna. So Sienna retains the lead by 3 points, 7-4.
Yes, that is 100% correct. As we move into game number 2.
Match number 3.
Yes, match number 3. My brain completely stopped working there. Yeah, we're moving into match number 3. I read
some of the words you said were right.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
we're moving
Aiden,
into. That was correct.
Yeah, with Aiden and Cabragto playing. So this will be interesting. Now we will be moving on to our pick and ban stage. So once again, if you have any closing words here, Gerbil, before we hop to a break about that game, feel free.
I think that was a dunk-tastic set.
Right, well, there you go. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be back after our break. And we're back, everybody, hopping into game number 3 with Sienna College's Aiden and Marist College's Cabragto.
Cabragto pulling out the Little Mac versus me Sword Fighter from Aiden. Now, if I had to guess, it's probably the me Sword Fighter variant with the Tornado and like the Link up B. That's one of the classical confirms, and we see a Chakram coming out. So I'd assume the only special we don't know about is that down B. If I had to guess, I think he'd take the counter, but I'm really not sure. And on the other end of it, we see Little Mac.
Yeah, I mean, Little Mac's interesting because he's got to get, just like us, Little Mac has to figure out what Aiden is running on this B Sword Fighter, right? Mm-hmm. He can't be 100% sure until he's seen everything being used once. Yeah,
this looks like a... Okay, I was going to say, this looks like a terrible matchup for Little Mac. Me Sword Fighter has 2 really good projectiles and a disjointed sword. But if you're a really good Little Mac player and you just hit the raw KO punch on a whiff punish, it doesn't matter.
I think that's the point of the KO punch, right?
Yeah.
If you hit it on a whip, or you just counter things, like that's also good. At the moment, we are seeing Cabragto really showing some understanding of Mac, right? Especially hitting that whiff punish. Like that's not easy. Yeah. That takes some reaction.
Yeah, especially online. That's some reaction for sure. He's living. Never mind. He's no longer living.
No. Little Mac, infamous for his lack of recoveries.
Yeah. Little Mac, I feel like is a character that is definitely hurt by this format. I really can't see a Little Mac free-stocking anybody. Not gonna lie. Kind of like Pichu. I really just can't see a Pichu free-stocking anyone either.
Yeah.
You could be Noble Soul. You could be the best Little Mac in the world. It's just so hard.
Yeah, it definitely isn't an easy time for him, but he is up a stock at the moment, and we also discussed in our break of like doing some math and stuff, it's still beneficial if he just manages to win every game with 1 stock. Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, it's fine. And we see Cabragto really playing patient. We've seen so many projectiles coming out from A that literally just walked to the other side of the stage and stood there, just like this. He knows that he has the lead. Aiden has to come into him, and that's when Little Mac can do well. But if he has to keep running through these Chakrams and through these Tornadoes, he's not going to get there. So we get the Mac grab for stage control.
Yeah, that was a good grab into the down tilt, managing to find another stock at the moment. I mean, 73% up, right? You're now a stock above, though. Like, you're in kill percentage, but KO punch comes out as well. Oh, okay, the whiff punish isn't going to happen this time, and they are going to even out the stocks.
Was in kill percentage.
Yes.
No more. And we see it's even, but Cabragto has taken the stock first every time. So even though he's at a disadvantage here, I believe in him to be able to run it back. Little Mac, definitely an explosive character. A character that can just make your stock disappear. The problem is, his stocks can disappear just as easily.
Yeah. I think he's high risk, high reward in every sense of the word, right? If you commit to something,
for sure. Yeah.
you don't get a choice to go, maybe I shouldn't commit to that. You commit, and and it's either gonna massively benefit you or massively hinder you. And at the moment, it has been working out at roughly about a 50-50 as it should be doing with Little Mac, but he has been getting the stocks first, and that's all that matters in the actual best of 3.
Yeah, it is. Oh, the super armor coming in clutch there for Mac, and he has a KO punch. Can he hit another one here?
No, he
does
whiffs
not.
it.
Tries to get the punch on the roll. I respect the attempt, but he was just a little late. But now he has the advantage.
Yeah, now
and he has his opponent
gets
at the
the
ledge
edge guard. Right, now being 6% up. Oh, he's getting comboed, and
That's the confirm.
Going to find stock. Oh, that hit really odd. I thought that was going to go up, but that kind of curved to the left.
Cabrocto DIing toward the blast zone, trying not to die off the top, but kind of got trapped in a little catch-22 there. No matter how he DI'd, I think he was dead in one of 2 different ways. And that kill confirm is like the reason you play Mii Sword Fighter. It's so powerful to be able to confirm such a large projectile into such a powerful up B. And we definitely see it coming in clutch for Aiden there.
Yeah, and that is going to bring Sienna College up to 8 points as they had 1 stock left there. I mean, you know, you saw a catch-up happening that first game, or that second game there, and now it really, they might be able to just expand it, and then they could lose everything in the next 2 games. Yeah, I mean, stocks
it's really
mattering.
volatile, but
Really,
I believe in Cabragdo's Little Mac. Normally, I just automatically kind of discount the Little Mac, not gonna lie. But he played that really clean. I really believe in him. I think that's one of the best Little Mac plays I've seen in a long time. And I think if somebody's going to rep the character and be able to pull out this win, Marist College's Cabragto is definitely a good choice to do it. It's just so hard to get around 2 really good projectiles and a sword. Like, I can't emphasize that enough.
Yeah, I mean it is, but we are going to be seeing Kalos being the stage picked by Marist College.
A really solid pick. It's basically FD, but with a wall that Little Mac can wall jump off of, it helps his recovery immensely.
Yeah, and having that wall, like you said, is absolutely phenomenal for those Little Macs to be able to, get that recovery. Getting that slight bit of height and getting the reset is really, really handy.
Just extends your stocks that little bit longer, and when you're Little Mac, that's super important. So definitely, probably Little Mac's best stage. There's no platforms except for the platforms way off on the side, so it's basically FD, which gives Mac free reign to run around, force his opponent to walk into him. They can't just platform camp. Not that we really saw that much of platform camping from Aiden in that last game, but still, it's always good to sort of get the possibility of it happening out of there.
Yeah, but now it will be a fun time to see if we can see Marist College's Cobra being able to bring this back. I mean, you're a game down, you're against Mii Sword Fighter, right? Nothing's in your corner if we're going to use boxing terminology at the moment. And it's definitely going to be interesting to see if he brings it back up, though.
He does not. We see the switch to Hero on Kalos. You know what? I was going to make a joke about Hero being low skill, but Cabragto has actually really impressed me with his skill so far, so I'm gonna not say that because he'd probably beat me. So
yeah, I mean, yeah.
Hero, a really interesting character though. A lot of mixed feelings from the community about him.
I think when he first came out, people had a lot of mixed feelings. I guess people still do, but I don't think he's that bad. I think he is a bit RNG, but I think people are starting to learn to play against him quite a bit better than before.
I don't think he's a good character. I just think he's an annoying character.
There's a few of those.
Bounce so good in the matchup. Mii Sword Fighter really likes these projectiles. Despite, being a sword fighter, he shoots a lot of projectiles.
Yeah, but I imagine...
Solid move.
Yeah, I imagine Cobra is going to be fishing out for, Bounce is going to be trying to play those little, trying to find the spells that will help him in the matchup. Trying to go for the back there. Was that a reflect coming out from his sword fighter?
Reflector?
Yeah, I didn't know that. Was that his down B?
I guess. Today I learned Mii Sword Fighter can have a reflector.
Okay. Well, that's definitely also going to be good in this matchup. And he kept that secret because there was no reason for him to use it against Little Mac.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, when you just have your down B not used all the way until game 2, you'll get that to come out. Yeah, and we see him with a slight lead here.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think any...
scary. Is it Hero?
Oh, Meet
yeah.
Sword Fighter picking up that first stock there. That is going to be Aiden taking the lead. And I think we're both still a little bit stunned that Meet Sword Fighter could take a reflector.
God, Hero's whole thing is his projectiles can just kill you, and then your opponent has a reflector? I'm terrified.
So you go in confident. There is Cobra, going to be picking up the stock as well, resetting it back to 0-0. But yeah, I'd be horrified. You go into this matchup picking Hero, right, and you're thinking, haha, he'll have the counter and I'll feel great. And then he has a reflector, and I think your only response is, oh no.
Yeah, oh no indeed. As we see Hero running a little low on mana here, but percent is even. So Cobra gonna need to get a solid couple hits to recover the mana, and then he'll be solidly back in it. But definitely at a disadvantage here as he keeps getting edge guarded. And that's almost a kill confirm. So close, actually.
Yeah, having a 61% lead at the moment is definitely a spot you want to be in, especially when you can also play the projectile game, and worst comes to worst, you just have a bounce on command.
Yeah, having bounce, super good. When you're at this high of a percent, Aiden wants to be looking for those side B, up B kill confirms that we've been seeing coming out. And not be, or I guess it's neutral B, I'm pretty sure, up B kill confirms coming out, and bounce just really nullifies all of that. But it has worn off, and he's back to being vulnerable.
Yeah, not getting fortunate enough to finding another bounce in his menu select. For anybody that doesn't know, of course, Hero's moves it randomly changes every single time you cast, doesn't it? It's not the one you specifically cast until 4. Yeah.
The ones you can choose, yeah.
So, of course, that being the case, he kind of has to fish out for the spells that he's looking for. And I think that RNG element both works in your benefit in a lot of matchups, but it's also horrifying in this matchup when you need specific spells.
Yeah. A lot of the skill in playing Hero is putting yourself in positions where no matter what your spacing is, you'll have a spell that's good in this scenario. And then being able to recognize and pick it quickly. As we see both players in kill percent, more percent on Hero, but it really stops mattering after like 140.
Yeah, well, you say that, but Aiden isn't at that 140 point, 127, and he might almost managing to find the kill confirm there, as both of these players, alright, the up B coming out there, of course, like you said.
He's lucky he was on the other side of the stage.
Yeah, Link's up B as well. I mean, it's a very good move to stick on me Swordfire. I can't think of another one of the up Bs you'd use.
I really don't know any of the other ones.
No, but then we didn't know that Swordfire had a reflector either, so I mean...
You know what? You're right. You're right. I don't need this from you, but you're right.
Oh dear. But yeah, it's definitely looking close. I mean, now having a stock lead, everything you're getting is a bit of extra credit. And this is some really nice edge guarding coming out from Aiden here, as he does manage to catch him out just at the end of that invulnerability phase once again. I mean, at the moment, Aiden's putting in work.
String.
The chakra
the shield blocked it. Okay. Wow, and then the neutral B taking the stock, locking Aiden to a potential only 1 point, and there is still room for a comeback, you know? I said it before, Hero has abilities that literally just kill the opponent.
Yeah,
There's
well,
always comeback potential, but me Sword Fighters up B might as well also just say, just kill the opponent at this point too. So
did take game 1, and that's going to be game 2, so that's going to be Sienna College winning game 3.
Yeah, netting another 4 points for themselves, back up to a 7-point lead. Well, no, they got 1 stock for game 1 too. So they got 4 points total, plus the 6 they had from the first one, plus the 1 from round 2. That's 12? 10, 11? Okay. Great. It's 11-4. So it is a 7-point lead. Great. I can do math. Nice. It's okay. We don't work with numbers anymore. We stopped working with numbers in high school. If it's not 1 or 0, I don't care about it. Numbers is for engineers and physics majors, not me. But anyway. Yeah.
As we're going to hop to our quick break. I hope I wasn't muted that entire game.
I hope so too.
Really awkward. But I'm pretty sure I wasn't. But we're going to be hopping to a quick break as we get the next game ready. And we're back, ladies and gentlemen, as we're getting into game number 4 with Marcelo from Sienna College and Zucchini from Marist. And we're immediately jumping into this game, Joe.
Yeah, Pokemon Trainer versus Ridley. An interesting matchup. I definitely think it's in Pokemon Trainer's favor. Squirtle has the speed to get around Ridley, and Ivysaur has the disjoints. I think in the big body matchup, Ridley might have the advantage against Charizard, but I don't expect to see a whole lot of that. Especially as we start the stock, and Marcelo looks really competent on his Squirtle so far.
Yeah, and Pokemon Trainer's a really, really interesting character for the reasons that you literally just said. How you can switch between a light, medium, and heavy body. Oh, and that's going to be stock 1 going towards Marist College's Zucchini.
A really important gimp from Zucchini there. Oh my god.
Yeah, I mean, this game is unbelievably important for Marist College, right? Mm-hmm. Because they're
down 7 right now. So.
I mean, you could still come back, but they need to keep it extremely close every single game and then completely dominate in game 5.
Yeah, and so far, they're keeping it pretty good for themselves. A solid advantage for Zucchini here. And he will be able to make it back onto the ledge even. Oh my god.
The Gimp's coming out from Zucchini. I feel like Zucchini knows this matchup, or at least Charizard.
Oh my, yeah, it's the Charizard. He's really putting in work on the edge. Has Marcelo made it to 80% once? Like, that's crazy.
Don't think so.
That's
Have they both been like
crazy.
60, 70% kills?
Just imagine. Marcelo has dealt more percent this game than Zucchini has. Just think about that.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter if you're finding kills early, you're finding stocks early.
Yeah. Oh my god. This is actually disgusting. If they get a 3 stock here, it is huge for them. That's half the point difference already. If they just get 1 3 stock.
Yeah, and oh my god. Okay, alright. Not a 3 stock, a 2 stock. Still very good.
Very possible. Probable, I might even say.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely interesting. And again, back to the Squirtle here coming out from Sienna College's Marcelo. And I think, like you said, I feel like Squirtle definitely seems to be the most competent, or the one that's been putting in the most work percentile-wise.
Mm-hmm. Oh, a really good read from Zucchini, closing out that stock. Knowing Marcelo would get scared, that he drop shield and try and jump away. And Zucchini's just ready to punish it. A solid 2 stock coming out. Exactly what they needed to start working their way back in the point total toward evening it out and getting a victory.
Yeah, bringing them up to 6 points now. There is only a 5-point differential. So if we see another 2 stock and a win, that would
there's only 1 point difference.
Yeah. Or if we see a 2 stock into a 2 stock win, then they would have caught up, but that would be net total 1.
Yeah.
So there is a very strong possibility that we could see a massive comeback from Marist College in this match.
Yeah, but you have to remember, like, 2 of those kills were incredibly early Gimps, and I doubt you're going to be able to consistently find Gimps like that. So it could be a lot harder to get as convincing of a game in this game 2, or even potentially in a game 3. So we'll have to keep an eye out on what happens.
Yes, Sienna has picked Kalos. Their team has decided that Kalos is going to be the map to help Pokemon Trainer not get gimped so much on those edges.
Yeah, it gives you a wall to attack on. Definitely helps. You can't get stage spiked nearly as easily on the map. It helps a lot for increasing your offstage game. Squirtle, I believe, has a wall jump too, if he wants to use that for Gimps himself. Potentially a really solid stage. Not a whole lot of platforms to work with, but it'll hurt Squirtle, but it should help the other 2 Pokemon a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, I think it does hurt Squirtle, and when Squirtle was putting in a lot of the work, it's interesting, but at the same time, maybe you don't need Squirtle when you get those extra benefits from the map on Ivysaur and Charizard.
Oh yeah, Ivysaur back air on this map's disgusting. It takes up so much space. There's nowhere else to go.
Yeah, and I mean...
really powerful.
And if you start putting in a lot of work with Squirtle, who is now technically your worst of the 3 in the matchup...
Yeah.
It's...
And putting in work, Squirtle is.
Yeah, Squirtle is indeed doing the work. And at the moment, really, really nice plays coming out from Marcelo at the moment. Like you said,
and all of a sudden...
Oh, alright, is it going to happen again? Are we going to see an early game? Switching to Charizard, trying to get from it. The neutral B coming out, chasing him off the stage. Gets the up B. Is he going to commit for it again? No, okay, he's going to play slow. And the back air is going to find that stock. I don't think
he tap the ledge.
I don't... You know what? Toxic, we were thinking, you know, maybe it was too lucky early games.
Yeah,
we just saw it again.
No. Nope. Not luck. Oh, a really bad get up, though. Means it will stay even, but yeah, no, it was not luck.
No,
He's
Zucchini,
a monster at getting edge guard.
Yeah, Zucchini's just very good with Ridley.
Yeah, I take it back.
Yeah, I think the human heard you and was like, you know what, I'm gonna prove him wrong.
Yeah, no, it's not luck. This is just how my games go. He's crazy.
Yeah.
As we see him pulling ahead again on this second stock.
Oh, okay. Good forward air
timing his back air.
Yeah, Marcelo getting a good forward air there. We are going to see Zucchini grabbing onto the ledge at the moment. This becomes a lot of reads. The side B coming out. And the DI. Okay, good DI coming. Yep. Oh, okay. The forward air. Wait, oh, wait. Well,
big lead for Zucchini here.
When you're at 166, I think we were talking about this. I think this grab will kill. Oh, no, it doesn't. Oh, my goodness. Either Ridley, I mean, I know Charizard's heavy, but at like 170, a back throw on the edge, I feel like that would kill. Kalos isn't the biggest.
Does he have the distance? I don't think so. Oh my god. He's got the distance, and he's got the damage too. I can't believe he made it back and killed with that up air.
Yeah, that's crazy. That was 2 birds with 1 stone.
And now, I don't really believe in a 2-stock per se, but it is 1 gimp away, and he's got advantage. Ivysaur is off stage. Oh, no, he's on... Okay. He's still got advantage. He's still ledge trapping. All right. Marcelo's back to center stage.
Ridley's just so much faster than Charizard for like the same size. Ridley's so fast.
I think they're about equal speed. I know Charizard's really quick, too. Maybe not walking, but running. I think Charizard is faster running.
Huh. We're just not seeing a lot of the running coming out from Marcelo.
I guess. Oh, a really good grab. If he gets this stock without dying, it's so big. This 1 point is actually huge.
Yeah, no, that's massive. I mean, that would bring him to
players well within kill percent.
Yeah, and that would bring them down to.
Okay. As we see Zucchini on the ledge, trying to get off, trying not to get ledge trapped, makes it back down, but he has a laggy trap and he's dead. And Marcelo taking that stock, keeping the losses to a minimum, probably going to die pretty soon here, but you have to be happy to only lose this game by 1 stock after all that's happened.
Yeah, and I mean, so that would give Marist College 3 points coming out of here, bringing him to 9 to a net difference of 2. So coming into the 5th game, it still feels like it's very possible
really
either way.
Close.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Is he dead?
Oh no, he does have the distance.
That always goes farther than I think it will. I need to play against him.
But for this to happen, we need to see Zucchini getting this stock.
That's gone. Goodbye.
And he's gonna find it. It's such a good side B. I mean, like 200%, you expect anything to kill, but that is such a good kill option, and that will bring them to 9 points, which now puts them at a net total difference of 2. Going into game 5, like you said, it's anyone's game.
Oh yeah, it is. There is a difference of 2 points between the team.
Yes,
between the teams. Yeah. So that's just like 1 good game. It is really online. We are going to have Mike from Sienna College facing off against Mula from Marist College, and the pressure is going to be on. A slight advantage for Sienna, but well within reason for the comeback to happen.
Yeah. Oh, I mean that is very, very close. A 2-point differential, if we think about it, is literally if it doesn't matter because it's only a 2-point difference. So
yeah,
it comes down to whoever wins because
it really does. Now, let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
What happens if there's a tie in points, right? Because that's very possible right now.
That is actually possible at the moment. I don't have the answer on that. I would need
we'll get back to you.
of the TOs to notify us on that one.
Yeah.
So
we are going to take a short break while we set up the next game, and then we'll get back.
Yeah, we'll be back momentarily. And welcome back, everybody, as we get into game number 3 with Wolf and Snake. Mike from Sienna, the team captain, on a Wolf, and Mula from Marist College will be on the Snake. I mean, yeah, this is a matchup.
Oh, it is a really great matchup between two of some of my favorite characters in this game. No bias, by the way. Wolf, a character known for being really consistent. Wolf, I don't mean to take any skill away from Wolf players. This character is difficult. Every character in this game is difficult, but to a degree, Wolf kind of plays himself. He has really consistent combos with really large hitboxes that deal a lot of damage.
Yeah.
And every time Wolf plays, it almost feels like it's more about the opponent not losing than it is about Wolf winning.
Yeah, and I think that is... It's really awkward to play against Wolf, especially as Snake. Snake versus Wolf is an interesting matchup, right? Because Wolf can always just close out a lot of the distance and put a lot of pressure onto the Snake, who... Snake's another weird character where the player that's controlling him completely changes his playstyle, because he's such a kind of unique character in that sense. But that is going to be first stock going towards Sienna College, so at the moment it's looking pretty close in percentage as well. Like a stock over if I mean all we're seeing is grenades.
Oh yeah, no, grenade percentage really starts adding up, especially if you get Snake to hit himself with it. You can afford to take some of these trades when you're up in percent. So we might just see Mike start running away with a lead here. Snake, a character that does not have a lot of trouble finding those kills a lot of the time. He has so many really good tools, so many projectiles that can kill you out of nowhere. Up tilt, just an incredible kill tool. And it looks relatively even, 40%, not that much when there's so much projectile spam going around. It can really add up and even things out pretty quickly.
Yeah, I mean, you've really got to watch your step when playing against the Snake, right? Because he's just leaving grenades everywhere. He's making sure that he's controlling, or at least forcing, if a commitment's going to be made onto him, that some damage is going to be taken back, right? Because even if he gets grabbed, if there's a grenade right on the floor, it will hurt them both.
Yeah. Oh my god. Just short of the ledge, Mula is. Or not Mula, Mike is. And Mula will start to pull ahead with a lead here after being down due to some unfortunate spacing. And he's really pulling ahead. 44 extra credit is really solid. Snake can survive from anywhere, but he is very lucky he was on the other side of the stage when he got hit by that sweet spot.
Yeah, you really need to edge guard Snake or commit to him not being able to get... You need to find some way to stop his recovery, right? Because I think you'd agree with me when we could quite easily say it's one of, if not the best recovery in the game.
Yeah, like survivability-wise, yeah. But it's really punishable. We'll see Snakes a lot of the time trying to rinse and repeat off the top, as we see a really good stock kill there, finally at 200%. A lot of Snakes recover high and sort of rinse and repeat, where they just accept the fact that they're gonna get punished and take a lot of percent, but they live, and that's what's important. But he is not surviving that. Oh,
no, he is.
Never
I
mind.
mean,
I take it
you
back.
know,
He's better
he
than me.
made you think, like, you know what? No, you're wrong, Gerbil. Caster's Curse is coming out.
There's a reason he's playing and I'm not, and it's not because I wasn't at one of the invited colleges. Let me tell you what. Oh, but that kill, it's close, but not quite yet.
No, but
and this game could not be more close overall right now.
Oh, the down. Okay, I was gonna say the crackback from that up B, like the punish coming out there, definitely could have killed, but we actually saw Snake winning at the grab coming out into the sleep.
Oh, his own grenade! He had it. He just had to do it quicker.
Yeah, that was it.
Oh no. This game is so tense. Both these players so high percent, and it will go to Mike. I'm sorry. It will go to Mike as he finds the up smash to close it out, earning one more point for his team.
Yeah, I mean, you definitely, you know, that was very, very tense. That was a very close match.
I haven't ran every scenario through my head, but I think a tie is no longer possible. I think Marist has to straight up win the next 2 games, and then they will win.
Yeah. Yeah, I think yes, you're 100% correct on that. There isn't a tie possible anymore. If Sienna take this next game, they win the set no matter what.
Yep.
If Marist are able to run it back, then they do take the set because the point differential will...
There's a 3-point differential, and if Marist wins the next 2 games, it means they have won at least 4 points, and they will win.
Yes.
But if Sienna wins this next game, they win the set, and they're already up points. So it all comes down to these last 2 games between Marist College's Mullah and Sienna College's Mike.
Yeah, this is incredibly close for a game. I mean, we played a lot of matches.
Series.
Yeah, I mean, we played a lot of matches for these 2 schools. Everybody got to participate, and I didn't expect it to be this close.
I didn't either. I definitely thought one school might be like the better team, might pull away, but it is as close as it can be.
Yeah, and honestly, that leads for a super, super exciting game, as this could be game, set, and match for Sienna College, where if they're able to win this next game, they're going to take the set. They're going to take the entire series.
Yeah, it's incredibly important, but we do see Marist pulling ahead to an early lead here.
Yeah, and for Marist, they have to run it back now. They have to reverse sweep this specific game. Yeah,
they do. They have to win the next 2. But that's entirely possible. So
considering how close that last game was, it's really, really possible that it could go either way.
It should have gone to Mullah. Mullah had the kill confirmed, but he just hesitated ever so slightly, and it cost him.
Well, you know, very fitting to Snake.
Taking it away.
As now we're seeing a lot of back and forth. We did see Marist College in the lead at the moment, but we see Sienna College's Mike being able to bring up some percentile here now, starting to get a lead, almost being 100% above his opponent. 80% lead is absolutely massive, as literally anything now will kill Snake.
Oh, but the Nikita, a really solid read, and the tilt is so strong.
Yeah,
and then all of a sudden, even dead even. I was not about to say that Snake was in the lead. There is no such thing as a caster's curse. It is dead even, as we see Mike starting to pull ahead.
Yeah, I mean, and that's the thing, right? Is like, it is dead even, but when you think about it in the grand scheme of things, we saw Mike with a 80% lead, and then it was gone in the blink of an eye.
Oh, yeah. And that's the thing about Smash, right? It doesn't matter how ahead you are. It matters that you killed your opponent.
Yes. You could be 1,000% ahead in damage if they've still got 3 stocks.
Not that one, but close.
They've still got 3 stocks.
Yeah.
I was making the most exaggerated example that I could.
The numbers only go up to 999. Oh my god, he had him stuck? I didn't even see that happen.
I mean, that's what we get when we are just talking about nothing, as we see... This could be it for Marist College, right? This is absolutely phenomenal.
It's back to even. Both players trading devastating blows. It could not be. I could not have asked for a closer final match to this close first series.
Yeah, and Mullah, but the thing is, Mullah's taken first stock both times now. So all he needs to do is do that one more
do it
time.
one more time.
And
yeah,
it's definitely possible because he's done it twice already.
Mm-hmm. And remember, the stocks have stopped mattering. Points don't matter anymore. It all comes down to who wins the set at this point.
And I think that's leading into a very, very exciting game. Me and you, very, very interested in seeing how this one plays out as we see the bombardment of grenades, right? I mean, you gotta wonder where Snake keeps the amount of grenades he has on him. It's just,
he's actually got a Kirby in his pockets. That's how it happens.
Yeah, a bag of holding coming out from Snake. I'm not sure if that's legal, but here he comes out. Now, we're talking a lot about Moolah at the moment, but we do see Mike managing to pull quite a big lead. Again, we said it last time.
This could be like the last hit coming up here. One more solid hit, and Wolf is full of solid hits, and it will be Mike taking it for Sienna College, right? Not even just this mat set. He'll take the whole series for his college. But the C4!
And we are going to go
my God.
to a game number 3. This could not have been more down to the wire.
The two last hit games going to both players lead us to take the game 3 in match 5 with 3 points with 2 points separating them. The points you get for winning the match is what separates the two teams, which means it's just whoever wins will be the winner.
Yeah, it literally does not matter now. Points are out the window. It is. We are down
it's a best of one.
Yeah, we are down to a best of one to decide the entirety of this all.
And if you're Mike and Mama, you have to be feeling the pressure right now. Like all this work, it's been like 40 minutes. All this work, all this time has gone into it from both these teams, and all of their hopes for this first match are riding on this one game for both players.
Yeah, I mean, it's really, really close, and I am literally on the edge of my seat to see who comes out on top of this at the moment. We are waiting to see the final picks and bans coming out from them, and I'm so excited, right? We're going to see another Wolf game, we're going to see another Snake game, or they might switch it up on us at this last second, and it could go anywhere.
Oh, yeah, this could really go anyway. I have no predictions. Both these players are incredibly even. Both their games have been incredibly even. It really just comes down to who is better able to perform in that split second at the end of the match where everything matters.
Yeah. But we will be hopping to a momentary break as it looks like one of our teams is having some slight technical issues. We'll be right back at you.
For a break. We can just sit here in anticipation.
I mean, we could also sit here in anticipation, but you know what? Maybe we will, because I'm so excited.
All right, great. Yeah, I love talking.
Yeah. Do you?
Yeah.
Are you regretting saying this now?
Yeah. I love talking about Snake Wolf. It's my favorite matchup. When Wolf back airs and then back airs again, and Snake pulls out 2 more grenades, it's impeccable. It's a sight to behold.
You know what though? It feels like it all does come down to the coin flip, whether the grenade goes off or the back air hits.
It really does.
And it's fun. This has been a really close set, whichever way this goes. And Gerbil, we still have another entire series to play out after this.
Oh, I'm so excited for that one. Get it? Like, this has been incredibly exciting. I've been on the edge of my seat for a long time here, and I really can't wait to have this experience again. It's been great. I encourage all the viewers to stick around. This has been incredibly exciting.
Yeah, no, I you know what? This is really good Smash.
Yeah, it is. I wonder if we're going to see Battlefield again game 3, because we did see them run it back to the same stage, and I think the stage hurts Snake a little bit. He can't get those up smash projectiles really covering space when they get eaten up by those platforms, especially that high top platform in the middle. It denies Snake a lot of the value and protection he wants to be able to set up.
Yeah, I mean, and again, it's the reads as well, right? In trying to time as the Wolf player, trying to time your punishes into the grenade timer. But the grenade timers vary depending on how long Snake's been holding them. So it's really
it's
awkward.
incredibly hard to play well. Snake is a really tricky character to play against, but so is Wolf, and both these players have been doing it to their best of their abilities, and it's been pretty impressive so far.
Yeah, I mean, and we're now waiting. They are now in the pick and ban phase. We have had that technical issue sorted out, so we won't be hopping to a break as we sit on the edge of our seats to see where this final. I mean, I would say Final Destination, but we might not play on Final Destination.
But how fitting would it be?
It would be very fitting. This has been a journey of a set, and this is only week 1.
Oh, yeah. There's 4 more weeks? 3 more weeks?
3 more weeks, although not played consecutively.
I'm gonna need some meds. Like, I don't know if my heart can handle this. If it's like this every time...
I hope so. These are unbelievably close, and I'm thoroughly excited to see who out of this manages to bring it in. It's no longer points.
At this point, I'm too invested.
It's no longer a series. It is a best of 1 to decide everything.
Crazy. How... I could not have asked for a better first match. It's so close. It's so intense. And we see a Game & Watch coming out from Mike, switching off of Wolf onto Game & Watch. Now, I don't know exactly how the bucket works or what type of projectiles Snake's things count as, but we could maybe see a really disgusting bucket come out.
Yeah, I mean, this is... Right, a Game & Watch versus Snake is not a matchup I personally frequently watch. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Just like I said about Pac-Man before, how he's been getting carried by T. Meister has been placing incredibly well playing Game & Watch, showing everyone just how crazy good this character really is. So I'm super excited to see how much Mike has put into learning this character, and if he can make it look like Meister, who just seems so like undefeatable on it.
At the moment, he's putting in some good effort for it as well. Getting these forwarders down, they're landing really, really well. And like you also said about Game & Watch, about Pac-Man, if you're not used to playing against the Game & Watch, he has so many little like tricks and little tiny things that if you don't know to play around those things, it will punish you.
Yeah, like his up B out of shield's ridiculous. That down smash angle, ridiculous. His forward air is one of the, or forward smash is one of the, oh my god. That was insane.
He really did it to him like that.
He really did do it to him. That's insane.
Like, yeah, I mean, this has been an incredibly close set, but at the moment, the pocket pick Game & Watch is really proving effective.
Already lapping almost. Mullah really just looking like he doesn't know what to do in this matchup. He seems so good, so used to the Wolf, and now he just seems so lost.
Yeah,
able to find some great hits, but he's not able to set up the projectiles nearly as well as it was before. Maybe afraid of the bucket reflecting them or absorbing them.
Yeah, it's definitely a concern. He needs to not get hit by anything. A forward air at the moment, I think, would kill, like off edge.
Yeah. And a full stock lead. Oh, that up smash almost did it. A full stock lead for Mike. That and everything going wrong for Mullah there. Not able to get the kill.
Yeah, Mullah needs to start pulling ahead with something here. Just one good hit, but 2 stocks is not where you want to be now. Mullah.
Oh, a huge lead for Mike. It's so important.
Mullah
he has so much room to work with in the most important game of the entire match between these two colleges.
Yeah, this is the game that decides everything. And although that was a good down air, the DI was better, as we do see Game & Watch surviving. And you don't want to get 3 stocks after how close this set's been.
And
nobody wants to see that.
But still, an incredibly big lead for Mike as he keeps just applying pressure with this Game & Watch, not giving any room to Mullah to make a comeback start happening. And Snake, not a character known for the comeback. He really is good at taking these trades, but when he's playing from behind, it gets so difficult.
Yeah, it's definitely not, because you are willing to take percentile as Snake to gain a bigger lead, but when you're
Yeah.
doing that from a stock behind, it's nearly impossible. You have to play completely differently.
And we see Mike just going for these down smashes, knowing I can afford to eat a punish, and if this hits, it's just over. But all of a sudden, it's 1 stock to 1, and a huge lead for Mike, but it's Snake. Snake can get some really good early kills, and he's racking on the percent to make it happen. He is not, or Mola's not out of it, but he
And
now
that's-
is, as we see Mike get the ground.
Yeah, and I'm just gonna let the announcer make that announcement.
Game and
because
Watch wins.
that was incredibly close, ladies and gentlemen, but congratulations after a long, hard-fought victory. Sienna College does take it. We saw Jason and Rando Main battle it out in round 1, and Jason did in fact take that. We saw Ben and Absol battle it out, and Marist from Marist College Absol managing to win game 2. A very quick retaliation game 3 by Aiden from Sienna College, and then immediately another retort as Marist College brought it out from Zucchini. By that point, we were 2-2 in the games, and we were borderline dead even in points as well.
Yeah.
So, like,
No, that could not have been closer.
yeah, no,
Like, that's absolutely insane.
it really couldn't. But the team captain Mike, sitting back, you know, making sure his team was doing all right, and then coming in, does close up the set. So thank you to both the schools for participating. That was absolutely phenomenal to watch. I hope everybody enjoyed watching it as much as we did. And that's only set 1. We have a whole nother set to play out with 2 new schools. I mean, we've got a lot more Smash to come out, because we're gonna go to a quick break as we wait for St. Peter's University and Niagara University to set up to play out this same format, and we will be back with you guys momentarily. But once again, congratulations to Sienna College, and it was good. It was really close. So we will hop back, and we will be back very, very soon.